to another interesting segment on Home Truth Nigeria. Today, I want to talk on another topic called types of Nigerian men you should avoid online. So, basically, I want to talk on the men you should basically avoid online if you are interested in starting an online relationship. Now, with the advancement of social media, we all can say for a fact that social media has brought more comfort in terms of connectivity, writing and reaching out to people across the globe in real time, especially with other social media platforms like dating site and Facebook and all of that. I mean, we can all stay from any part of our house, anywhere we are, as long as we have internet connectivity. We can write, we can chat, we can call, we can also make videos and connect to people. And with this advancement in technology, a lot of people have gone online, to look and start a friendship with people from every part of the world. And for me, I find this very, very interesting and welcoming. However, they say in every good thing, you would always have bad eggs. You know, there are people who have also made this tool to be some form of a tool of deceit, where they come and they scam people all in the name of looking for love. And that's why today I want to tell you some kinds of Nigerian men you should totally avoid online. Believe me when I say this, avoid them completely, as they are not online searching for love. They are searching for what I call stomach infrastructure. They're looking for what to put in their belly. Now, easy. I know you want to know. You're thinking what these things are. Without further much ado, let's go. Now, the first kind of Nigerian guys to avoid online are the football players or the soccer players, as they call it in United States and other parts of North America. Yes, I know a lot of you who are talking with footballers, especially these guys who are telling you about their dreams and aspiration of going pro in playing professional football. Now, I love the round letter game. I love football. I mean, I played football. I still play when I have chance. This is one sport that unites the whole world. And then in Nigeria, as diverse and cultural as Nigeria is, football is one sport that brings every one of us together. It is the opium of the society. So every Nigerian has or knows somebody who wishes to play professional football, to one day, aspire to become the next Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi. However, there is a snag. Yeah, there is a snag to most of them, because for you to make it pro, you will need a football agent. Now, these agents don't come cheap. They're very expensive, because primarily these agents, they help you organize your trials abroad. They scout you, and then they help organize trials abroad. They give you or present the opportunity for you to go abroad or overseas and train with a professional club. And if you succeed, you'll be signed and rewarded with a contract by the club. So the big question is, what happens when you don't have money? When you don't have money to go through an agent and all of that, the next thing you want to do is to go online and look for somebody who could basically, help you, assist you to come overseas and pursue your football ambition. And this is where they start talking to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the footballers, they start talking to you. Just to put it out there, I have no problem if you're dating a footballer. However, try to avoid, if you can, the guys you meet online who tell you they're professional footballers. I can tell you categorically, most of them are not interested in you. Because all the stories I've heard and seen, there are ladies who are constantly complaining of lies and false identity. And I keep telling these ladies that they present false identity because you have to be of certain age for a club to give you the opportunity to have trials with them. There's a particular age where you deem old or late to pursue a career. So you may see a Nigerian man who claims to be 20 in his international passport, but may actually be 38. So a lot of ladies have complained about irregularities in terms of identity. And some are like, oh, probably there's some kind of identity theft. No, they have to cook up these stories so they could stand a chance to get trials. And I always say the moment a lot of lies is involved in a relationship or when you're getting to know someone, it's high time you started leaving that person because you would always tell more lies to cover more lies just for your sanity. Another kind of guys you should avoid online are the fitness coaches or instructors. Try as much as possible if you meet any of these guys to avoid them. I mean, who doesn't love good things? I mean, for a lady waking up, to see a young Nigerian man with a chiseled body, good biceps, broad shoulders, and six packs, writing you, a Nigerian man who is fit and sculptured like a Greek god, writing a lady who could barely make one push-up, telling you of his undying love and how he wants you, etc. I need to make you understand that there are a lot of fitness instructors in Nigeria, but only few of them are licensed or certified. The others are just hanging around in the gym, acting like fitness instructors. Now, because of their body structure, most of them have this belief or dream that if they come overseas, they could get a job as a fitness instructor. And they know that a lot of white ladies dig this because they see it in movies and all of that. A lot of white ladies love black men who are carved and chiseled like Greek gods. So they believe if they come overseas, they stand a chance. Most of them also believe that if they don't make it as a fitness instructor, they could actually pursue a career in modeling. And I always say to ladies, when you meet these guys, avoid them as much as you can. They are not interested in you. 3 years ago, when I started my channel, I corresponded with a lady who was around 58 then, and with her Nigerian fiance, in quotes, who was 26. And when she showed me pictures and everything, I said, no, this guy is not interested in you. She was all angry and sad, very sad about it. And I told her, listen, I'm trying to tell you the truth. She became rude and mean. And fast forward 3 years after, she's writing me that left. The guy left him just under 10 months when he came into the United States. He left. And she was contacting me, asking me, how can I get to Economic Financial Crime Commission, EFCC? I want them to help me. I want them to bring him to books. I want him to face the penalty of the crime he committed. And I told her, no one is going to listen to you. Nobody is going to listen to you. You know, One thing is this: I make these videos to warn you ladies. I'm not making these videos to make you feel bad. I make these videos to warn you ladies because one thing that is certain is you always want to be part of the statistics. You don't want to avoid it. Now, when something happens to you, you would categorize or generalize all Nigerians. I mean, over 200 million Nigerians to be scammers. But you never listened when I tried to warn you. Another kind of Nigerian guy you should avoid online is the pastor. I know some of you be like, what? I can tell you I've received stories of women who are corresponding with pastors in an online dating app. Now, I'm not saying a pastor shouldn't be in an online dating app, but going by Nigerian standard, it is not a place you want to find your pastor. You don't want to find your pastor in an online dating app, going by Nigerian standard. So that Nigerian guy who says he's a pastor, who is talking to you in an online dating app, who is always praying for you, reading scriptures with you, doing Bible studies with you, don't be deceived. He may also pray on you till he gets over to your country. So, ladies, be careful because there are a lot of fake pastors, in quotes, everywhere these days. The Bible refers to them as, wolf in sheep clothing. So you need to be very careful. I get messages. Some times for most of you who say, "Oh, you're looking for a strong believer, a Christian. How do you get them?" I was like, if you want a strong believer, a strong Christian, first of all, become one. Go to church. Get active in church. Become a worker. Maybe you meet one. Maybe you meet one. Maybe you meet one. But I don't know what the chances are when you meet any online. Another guy you should avoid is the motivational speakers. You have to be on the look for these guys. They will motivate you till you come to Nigeria, marry them. They will motivate you till they get to your country. They will also give you a good motivational speech why they are leaving you. You know them by this one fact. When they meet you online, they make everything about you. They put you in a place where you get so addicted to them. And once they see that you're addicted to them, they see that you can't go by a day without hearing from them or asking them to send you message or telling them to asking them to say I love you, then they've got you. Then they've got you completely. At that point they put you, you have become so addicted and dependent on them to be happy or to feel validated. And these guys, the moment they walk into your life, they control you so bad that you when you're done with them and you start recounting everything you've lost, you would feel like doing something bad to yourself. And I always say to ladies, you have to be very careful. I've met ladies who are with one or two or three of these guys and they don't know how to leave. They don't know how to leave. They know something is not right, but they don't know how to leave. And also, let's talk about the jobless ones. These guys are everywhere on online dating app. Now, before I go on, I want to put it out that I have no problem whatsoever if you're dating a guy who hasn't got a job. I mean, anyone can be out of a job. I could be out of a job tomorrow. It could happen to anybody. But before you consider a guy who is without a job, you need to check what he has that could enable him make money or have some form of gainful employment. I've always said it. You need to know if he's got a degree, that's if you're studied in any way, bachelor's or masters or even if he's got high school living certificate or something equivalent to the GED, like you say in the States, at least something that could enable him get a job and make money. You also have to see if or what effort he's doing to reintroduce or put himself out in the labor or job market. You have to check that. Additionally, you have to see if he has a kind of handy skill, if he's had some kind of a apprenticeship training in the future, maybe an auto repairer, a carpenter, furniture maker, plumber, and all of this, things that he could actually use to generate wealth or have gainful employment. So if you're a lady and you're talking to a Nigerian man when actually he should be working or going out to look for something to do, or he should be in some kind of vocational training or apprenticeship. And instead of this, during the daytime when every young man is out hustling and bustling, is talking to you, then you are with the wrong person. Because every young man, the first thing you do when you wake up is to think on how to, how what do you do? Something progressive. So I always say, if there's this guy you're talking to during the daytime when people are working, supposed to be working 9 to 5 or in one business or the other, and he's talking to you consistently every day, he's not there because of you. He's there looking for something for his belly, something that would, make him live a life, a good life, and he could only get that from you. And it gets worse when he comes to your country because when he comes to your country, he doesn't have this culture of going out to look for a job or to drop CV or to like, okay, get some kind of vocational training or get some kind of further education, to add to what he already has so he could do or get employed, you would have problems. You would have problems. I always say this. Now, in conclusion, guys, I always say to those of you who have spoken to me, when you meet a Nigerian guy online, please try to find out what they do or have done in their lives. This is very important. If they tell you they're a fitness trainer or co, always ask to see certification. It is very important to ask what they do for a living. Don't try to, avoid the question because you don't want to sound rude or offensive, or you want to try to sound nice. At the age you are, you need to face the truth. When a Nigerian lady meets a man, the first thing she wants to know is, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? You interested in me? What do you do for a living? I believe most of you are not going into online relationship to play games, or you're not going there to, try to micromanage, someone's life or situation. Like, oh, my baby, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. No, it's not gonna be fine. It's not going to be fine if he doesn't wake up and do something with his life. I can assure you from experience of the people I've spoken with and what I know and have seen as a Nigerian, there are lots of these guys who are without a job online. There are a lot of football players who are online. There are a lot of motivational speakers, less of pastors, but a lot of religious guys who say they know God, but they don't have good relationship with God. And also, you have fitness trainers, who are online looking for a lady to pounce, to help bring them over to your country so they could start a life and then dump you before you say Jack Robinson. So, ladies, they say a word is enough for the wise, and the Holy Bible says, "He who has ears, let him hear." So tomorrow or on Sunday, I don't know, I will be running the Q&A session. So if you have any question, please try as much as possible. Write me an email of whatever question you want to ask on hometruths86@gmail.com, and I will try to answer your questions. Please don't drop your questions on the comment section. I may not see all of them. So just write me an email, a very short one. Tell me what question you want to ask, and I will answer them during the weekend with other questions I have already. With these guys, I like to say thank you very much for your time. Please like, share, and subscribe. And please, if you want to comment respectfully. I wish you guys a lovely weekend. Home Truth. Peace out.